Wondering when the US will swoop in to defeat ISIS? You're not alone. In the last 2 weeks, ISIS has captured the city of Ramadi in Iraq and the ancient Syrian city of Palmyra. Those are major victories for the group and a painful blow to the US-led coalition that's trying to destroy it. Iraqi forces were attacked by suicide bombers as they moved into ISIS terrain to take back Ramadi this week. But the loss of the city has a lot of people in Washington rethinking America's role in Iraq. So what is the US strategy in the fight against ISIS? Well, it wasn't too long ago Obama said this.
Our objective is clear. We will degrade and ultimately destroy ISIL through a comprehensive and sustained counterterrorism strategy.
Since then, his strategy has primarily relied on leading coalition airstrikes, but has also included restructuring the Iraqi government and deploying at least 3,000 military advisors. But that hasn't been enough. And since the fall of Ramadi, Iraq and the US have been pointing fingers over who's to blame for the failure to contain ISIS. US Secretary of Defense Ashton sort of threw the Iraqis under the bus.
What apparently happened was that the Iraqi forces just showed no will to fight. They were not outnumbered. In fact, they vastly outnumbered the opposing force.
But is putting all of the blame on the Iraqi government fair? Not according to some analysts and officials on the ground. They say the US effort has failed largely because of Washington's focus on airstrikes rather than providing the weapons and training that the Iraqi security forces need to actually take out ISIS, something that was proven in Ramadi. Here's what Al Jazeera's Imran Khan, reporting from Baghdad, told me about the Iraqi forces.
Well, they've been training now for nearly a year, and the training has gone well, but has it been effective? I mean, take a look at the Iraqi security forces. When it came to Ramadi, they simply disappeared. The Iraqi army disappeared. These were US-trained soldiers. So you have to ask yourself, is the training working?
Maybe not, when you consider the fact that ISIS is stronger than ever. Hundreds of thousands of Iraqis have been displaced, and ISIS continues its slow push towards Baghdad. But training isn't the only problem with the US strategy. The plan does little to bring Iraq's sects, ethnic groups, and their backers to agree on a solution. Each side is suspicious of the US, and that hasn't helped in establishing a coherent strategy. You could credit the 2003 US invasion of Iraq for that. The US toppled Saddam Hussein's regime and dismantled the Iraqi army. Thousands of Iraqi Sunnis lost their military jobs and took their experience to join armed groups hell-bent on destabilizing things. Sectarian tensions went through the roof, thanks in large part to the divisive policies of the Iraqi governments that followed. All that laid the foundation for ISIS today. Add the turmoil in Syria to the mix, and you've got one hell of a confusing situation for the US to try to solve.
The situation right now is very, very simple. Without a political solution in Syria, you are not going to get a solution in Iraq. Both of the conflicts are tied in with each other.
Unsurprisingly, Washington is divided on the best approach to stop ISIS. The White House defends its current strategy.
Are we going to light our hair on fire every time that there is a setback in the campaign against ISIL?
But some lawmakers continue to hammer away at Obama's approach. Republican Senator John McCain, who supported the Iraq War, wants U.S. troops back on the ground.
We need to have a robust strategy. We need more troops on the ground. We need forward air controllers. We're just referring to airstrikes.
So what do you think? Is it the U.S.'s job to ensure ISIS is eliminated in Iraq? And if so, is it using the best strategy?